Zoza, Zoza, not Susan, Zoza. Full name, Zoza Icha.
Laila Othman.
Adacha Dzarma.
Solange Okoye.
Nene Okoye Smith. I am popularly known as Ajala Nene.
I'm the creative director of Solange Hair and Beauty. Solange Hair and Beauty is a team of creative hairstylists and makeup artists that are passionate about the woman beauty.
Basically, I'm an entrepreneur. I do a lot of things. I'm into interior design, construction, farming, and I own a restaurant as well.
And I'm the owner of Dach Home and Body. We're an indigenous fragrance and natural skincare company. Our products range from scented candles to reed diffusers to natural soaps and body butters.
I do something. I do things, right? I do things with my hands. I'm an artist, and it's a privilege to be able to say that I am an artist and I am living the life of an artist.
I am a tourism promoter and a visibility coach. So the name of my company is Nene Hub Limited. So what we do is that we're a tourism company and community that helps to create visibility for tourism destinations in Africa and also help with sustainability for tourism entrepreneurs who want to build a visible business, at least in the tourism ecosystem. That's basically what we do in Nene.
An African woman is
strong.
We are a force to be reckoned with.
An embodiment of strength.
Very smart.
a builder,
So intelligent and
a sower,
resilient.
We just stand out.
Beautiful, they are gorgeous, they are industrious.
The African woman is without excuses but finds reasons to be and become every day.
I strongly believe an African woman is one of the best human beings on earth, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not being biased. Well, at the beginning, it was passion actually. I was really driven. I wanted to prove a point, especially to where the people that I was raised with, where I'm coming from. Because most of the time, women don't really get to this point. So it was purely out of passion and wanting to showcase what a woman can do.
Since I was a child, I have been looking for more of Africa in Nigeria. I've been looking for more of Nigeria in Nigeria. And I guess that set me on the journey of discovering the unique expression that my art has taken on now, using fabric as the main medium of that expression.
Growing up, when you go to the salon, you see a beautiful hairstyle on a magazine or a hairstyle catalog, and then you go to the salon and then you show the hairstylist, oh, this is the style that I want to do, please can you replicate that style for me? And they say, okay, yeah, sure, I can do it. You know how it is now. So, and by the time they are done, the hair looks nothing, like absolutely nothing like what you had shown them. So the frustration of that got me angry and furious. I thought it was just maybe that salon's fault. I tried different salons because I don't like boring hairstyles. So when I see a hairstyle, even if it's just a simple all back, I want to do something different, maybe put a parting or put a zigzag and different things like that. So I tried different places and it was basically the same thing. They would just not get the hairstyle and they would just do something else that they think it looks like it.
So I've always loved the tourism. Mostly, I can say I love traveling. I grew up with that cultural travel thing, thanks to my dad, who used to travel a lot, and he would come back home and share some of his experiences or send us postcards. So I was always intrigued by different cultures. So I remember there's a book my dad bought for me when I was young. It had to do with the different cultures of different countries. I was just intrigued by all these countries, all these their monuments, all these their heritage. I just loved that.
That the journey has just begun, plus passion for my job.
Knowing that as a people we're almost without identity, it makes me wake up every morning and be like, I want to see a piece of me where I belong.
I fell in love with money. And it's so beautiful to create something and sell it, and then you see the excitement in people's eyes and the joy of making your own money, and it just keeps going, moving from one point to another.
I want to leave a legacy, no matter how small, in my industry. So for me, it's not just doing something just to make the money or doing something just to be famous. No, for me, it's making impact, no matter how small. And for me, that's what drives me every day.
And the pieces of me are worth going anywhere else in the world. And so we push as hard as we do here at Asah Bara to be able to produce quality that is locally engineered but is internationally standard. We say around here that we make art that is designed to be part of your life every day, and we do world class the African way. You know, it's just one of those things we say around here.
So right now, I'm completely driven by success and money.
I love what I do. I wake up in the morning thinking of new ways to grow and to advance myself. So it's passion for the job as well as the journey, because as a country and as a continent, we've really come a long way with the strides female leaders and female entrepreneurs have taken. We have come to the forefront and we're not going back anytime soon. So despite the many challenges we face, we're going somewhere, and our story is just beginning, and I love being part of that story.
The fact that, you know, so many young ladies, even elderly ladies, have come to me and approached me, sent me messages and called me randomly and told me how, you know, I inspired them, how I was a source of inspiration to them. I'll say that really has kept me going, because my sole aim and goal is to be able to touch lives in my own way. So if I'm able to do that through my hobby or through expressing myself through hair and makeup, and someone feels inspired out there and wants to, you know, start doing it or even do something else and be better at it, it gives me great joy.
You can't be vulnerable.
An African female leader cannot balance building a home and building her business.
The fact that they see us as the weak sex.
You cannot show emotions. You must constantly exude an inhumane strength.
I am not any less because I am female.
Well, it's so common that everything about a woman now has been stereotyped. Everything. Success, they say, oh, somebody slept with her. Oh, she slept her way through this.
The fragile one. Weak. Perceived to be weak.
When it came to this space, building the Asah Bara studio, when I had come with my proposal to the landowner at the time, and I told him what I was thinking, he said, where are your investors? And I said, I have no investors. He said, okay, where are your partners? I said, I don't have partners. And he said, well, at the very least, where's your husband? I've learned how to control. I'm very passionate about many things, and I've mastered being able to control myself. And it took a lot to not give them.
You cannot show weakness.
Always because she's beautiful or because she's this. I mean, sometimes people forget to notice that for a woman it's always extremely difficult to even reach the smallest. Even if you're a prostitute, it takes a lot of work to even be one good prostitute to be recognized. So for somebody that would work for more than 15, 20 years and still being called names and not given the value and the respect that we deserve, it's really getting on my nerves sometimes. But at the same time, I feel it really pushes me to want to do more. The more you say, the more you see. So.
Any show of vulnerability or weakness, everybody just believes you're about to fall apart and you cannot handle it.
They're not strong enough to handle tasks when given to them.
Our femininity, it really goes a long way to discover who we are. We don't have to try to be like a man to say that we are successful. We don't have to be like a man to be able to do something else. We can be a woman and still stand out.
Everything I do, everywhere I go, I'm proud. The first thing I say is proudly made in Nigeria, proudly made in Africa.
See, it is so important that we stay true to who we are as Africans. Whatever African you are, Ugandan, Kenyan, Tanzanian, South African, Nigerian, whatever African you are, the identity that your people have matters.
Well, it is important because I am an African woman. Because there's nothing more you can say or do. Our color is Africa. The way we talk is Africa. What we eat is Africa. As far as I'm concerned, everything in my restaurant is Africa. And every design that I make in everybody's home, I make sure there's a touch of Africa. Because it's my culture. And you can't just... A lot of people don't have culture. We have culture and they even want to come and see our culture. So why do we not? I mean, I have to use my culture to showcase whatever it is that people want to see. So I have to preserve it. It's the most important thing for me.
If all of it wipes out with modernization, where we will end up is the history books. And at some point, there will be no more books. Why does it matter? Hey, God. So you mean I came here to just be wiped out like this? You mean that there will be children who will never know what it means to tie their wrapper? Please, read book. Go school. Have sense. As I did like this, I get sense. I don't go school. I don't read book. This one that I'm doing like this, I'm a thoroughly educated woman. Don't make mistake. I know they use book play. Do all of that. But the source of who we are, and I mean source, S-A-U-C, not source. The source of who we are is in the culture that we carry.
It's not just a slogan, it's a way of life. It's kind of our story because as Africans in general, our culture, our ideas, things we've created have been taken from us, whitewashed, and then sold back to us like we didn't come up with this. So it's very, very important that in everything we do, we make it known that this is proudly owned by a black person, not just a black person, a black female person. And we're owning our culture. We make sure our culture is loud and proud because it is who we are and we love it. We have come a long way, and that is why in everything we do, we put it out there, made in Nigeria, proudly African.